Hi everybody and welcome back to the Independent Diner Cooking Show. I'm Mike Fucci, the Independent Diner. Today, as you can see, we're going to be doing lobster. Yeah, buddy. Real delicious lobster, fresh lobster. They're brand new, they're alive, they came out of the water this morning and right onto our table here. We've got two that are about a pound to a pound and a quarter. So we're going to cook them for about 10 minutes in the water. But, here's the twist. I'm going to do this little fancy schmancy. Why? Because you're supposed to be able to do this at home. Not just go out to a restaurant and pay 50 bucks. You're going to do this in your house and you're going to keep it right under $30. Can you believe that? I'm saving you money as well as giving you cooking tips. What a great guy I am. I know. So, we've got baby scallops. We got 31 shrimp. We've got some vanilla low-fat yogurt. We've got scallions here. Got a little bit of half and half. And we got some vanilla. And my favorite, Prosecco. It's going to be a champagne cream sauce. So I'm going to get started here. Don't complain. Don't cry. They're going in the water. I don't know what you want me to do about it, but they got to get cooked somehow. Okay? Let's get going. Come on, big guys. Time to go to the drink. Bye-bye. They both go in the water nicely. Boom. We'll put that back over here. Get our tongs out. And we'll push them right in. Now make sure that every part of the lobster's in the water. You don't want to have them halfway in, halfway out. Put the cover on this. They're going to go for 10 minutes. You don't want them to be yellow. You want them to be nice and bright white when you take them out and you crack them. Yellow means that the water wasn't hot enough and you started it too early, or that you just cooked them too long. So that's a lesson for you today. Now, let's get started on the cream sauce because we got 10 minutes to play with here. I want to show you something real quick. This is fresh pasta. So the fresh pasta is going to be absolutely key to this meal here. We also have a bowl of ice water because as soon as these lobsters come out of the water, we're going to put them in an ice bath to cool them down. That would be easy to handle. I'm making 2 lobsters. That's because I'm doing 2 dishes. I'm making this dish here, and then the next video is going to be an even better one, which I highly doubt it could be better because this dish is absolutely phenomenal. But you'll see. But we're going to start this right away. I got some clarified butter here in the back. I'm going to throw that right on this pan here. We're going to get the fire going. Get one more scoop of that clarified butter. Perfect. We'll wait for that to warm up. We'll put our shallots in. And we're going to put our Prosecco in at the same time. So let's get cracking here. Yeah, that's getting nice and hot. Take a look at our lobsters real quick. Oh yeah, they're doing just fine. I also have a pot of water going back here for the pasta because the pasta is only going to take a couple of minutes in there. So go pull it out, put it right inside the pan. You'll see how that goes later on. For now, we got this clarified butter going. I'm going to put in the shallots. Then the Prosecco. Now, you can use any champagne you want for this. It's fine. But again, if you remember, I've told you in the past, only use what you're going to drink. If you're not going to use what you're going to drink, you just, why use it? Makes no sense. So don't cook with it. In goes the Prosecco. The Prosecco is going to be about a cupful per pan. You're not going to need much more than that. Let that render out a little bit. We want the alcohol to kind of evaporate. So the alcohol is just about burned out of the Prosecco. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put the yogurt straight in. Okay, that's about a cup of yogurt. Okay. Now we're going to take this and we're going to whisk it in. Try to get it in nice. Like I said, it's vanilla yogurt. You want that vanilla taste. That's what this is all about. See, that's getting nice and creamy. It's working itself in nicely. It's got a good color. Now, you see the way I'm whisking it? I'm whisking it pretty rapidly. what I'm trying to do is I want to break down the yogurt. I want it to become a smooth, creamy mixture. I don't want it to be lumpy. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to add just a little bit of vanilla. That must have been 2 or 3 drips into a bowl, okay? And then I'm going to add the cream, which is half and half. Okay? Now you can see the lobsters are getting out of control over here. They're trying to get back at me, I think. I'm not sure. But the water's spurting all over me, which is normal. It happens. So whisking this around perfectly, I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt, some cracked pepper, and we're going to get this thing to come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to put my shrimp in. You can take the lid right off of the lobsters if you'd like. If it's making too much noise, not a problem. Slide that over there. Lobsters are looking really good. Cooking out real nicely. Wow, look at that. Boy, you guys cook this at home, you're going to love it. So again, we're going to let this come to a boil, this cream sauce, and we're going to add in the shrimp. Now, let's talk about the shrimp for a second. The shrimp, I peeled, took out the sack, which, as you know, you should, and I left just the tail on. It's going to be perfect for your friends when they come over. Instead of, you know, it's a football thing, you know what I mean? You come in, you get a tail, boom, right in your mouth. You'll see, it'll be great. So we're going to get the shrimp right in here now because it's starting to boil up. We're going to put all the shrimp right in here. There's probably about 8 shrimp there. Let's get a little bit neater over here. How about that? Put these over here. Perfect. And now all we have left is the scallops. So the scallops are going to take very short time to cook. When you put them in, they're going to be less than, I'd say, a minute or 2. You don't want to overcook them because then they'll be tough and you're not going to want to eat it. So we've got another 4 minutes here on the lobster. We've got a couple, I'd have to say, another 4 minutes, 5 minutes on this here with the shrimp and the, oh my God, look how good that looks. The shrimp is getting nice and red. Man, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. So now we have our baby scallops. The shrimp is just about cooked. I love the way it's looking. They're getting really red. You should have seen an overhead shot of that. Oh, those are just about done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put in the scallops. There we go. That was about a half pound maybe, just under. I didn't exactly weigh it because I didn't have to. I eyeball everything because that's what makes me me, I guess. I don't know. But you only want these in here, like I said, for a couple of minutes. As you notice, I put the cover back on the lobsters. Now we're going to take it back off because the water is going crazy and they're spraying at me again, which is all right. It's going to happen. That's the way it goes. So we're going to let all this cook in here, get nice. Now, this sauce here, it should be just about done. The lobsters should be done, I'm guessing, in another 2 minutes. We'll let them cook out a little bit. Submerge them in there. Boy, those look really good. Now, I've got to add my cheese in about a minute or 2 to this sauce. The cheese is going to act as a binder. It's going to help to bring it together and make it tight. And it's going to be nice and smooth. Oh, I can't wait. These scallops, the shrimp are looking really good. So all I need to do now is add the cheese, and that's going to act as a binder. It's going to bring everything together nice and tight. So we're going to do it a little bit at a time. So we're going to do maybe a half a bowl first. Okay. And then we're going to mix that in. Get that all mixed in there nicely. Keep whisking. You don't want to end up with any lumps. I know that you're going to say, geez, it's really hard to do when you got, Pecorino Romano, but, trust me, you're going to enjoy it. Just make sure you get all the lumps out nice. That's in there, beautiful. Now we go for the other half. Perfect. As you can see, my fan just turned on, or here. It's saying, hey, I'm a little bit too hot in here, so it turns on automatically. Okay, so these lobsters are done. Okay, what I'm going to do now, take them out one at a time, right inside the ice bath. Get these going. Put them right in there. Again, that way they'll be easier to handle. There we are, right in there. Shut the heat off underneath the lobster water there. Oh yeah, perfect. Now, when we come back, I'm going to be plating up this lobster with this awesome champagne sauce. You're not going to want to miss it. I'll see you in a minute. All right, everybody, we're back, and guess what? Time to crack open these lobsters. Now, you're going to find that the claws have these spiny points on them when you're breaking it off. Do yourself a favor. Don't hurt yourself. Look at that. Perfect, right? Now you come back here to the body, give it a twist, and pull. All right. Now, what I like to do is put this over there for right now. For this particular dish, I'm only interested in 3 parts of the actual lobster. It's the tail and the 2 claws. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slice this thing right down the middle. There we go. And I'm going to take out all that meat. Put that right to the side. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to take out all the meat. Just put your thumb back there and it'll come and pull it. Just like that. So we have those 2 pieces. What I like to do is I like to save the shells and I'll make like a fish stock or a seafood stock so I can make something great later on. So let's pull that apart. Take your knife, drive it, boom, right in there. Twist. Boom, again, and twist. It'll give you a nice opening. It'll crack it for you in the claw. There it is. Boom, give it a pull, and it should all come out. Perfect. Put that in there. Do the same thing with the other side. There we go. Give it a crack. Give it a little bit of pull. Sometimes it takes a little bit extra pull here. But that's all right. Well, if you can't get it that way, just take the claw off. Boom. Done. All right, now. We've got everything that we need to make this dish. And as soon as I come right back, I'm going to make it and plate it for you right now. I'll see you in a minute. Hi, everybody. I'm back. And guess what? My pasta's done. I've plated it. You can see it's in a nice little nest here in the center of the plate. Now I've put the lobster in with this great mixture here, the cream sauce with the champagne, the scallops, and the shrimp. Now it's time to plate it. Get a nice big spoon over here. Get some of that nice juice. Drizzle it right on top of that. Oh yeah. Look at that. Pasta's looking really good. Look how delicious that is. Whew. I don't know. I think my camera guy over here, Joe, is going to have a feast in a minute, I'm sure. Let's get that lobster right there. Get that claw right on top. Get some of them delicious shrimp around the sides with that scallop. One there, nice there. One nicely there. Get the body on the side over here of the lobster. One more of them shrimp down here. Oh boy, does that look beautiful. Now that is absolute perfection right there. If you go to any restaurant, you're gonna pay 50 bucks for this meal. A lot of money. 30 bucks in your house, you can do it. Now this here is a simple spinach with butter and oil. Salt and pepper in a blender. I make it really quick. It tastes delicious. It'll go very well with this dish. I'm actually gonna add some right here and just go straight across. Give it another shake. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. That looks like Christmas on a dish. I don't know about you, but I could eat this all day, every day. For this recipe and more, come find me on my website, theindependentdiner.com, or get me on Facebook. I'm there all the time. You can say hi. That's at the Independent Diner /Facebook, I believe. And that's it. I'll see you next time. I'm out of here. I'm hungry. Later.